Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to walk through how to construct a revision plan from the point of enrolling on your tuition to the point of passing your exam. The first step is obviously to enroll on your course. It is important for you to choose a study method that is best suited and most effective for you. A great option here is the CIMA on-demand courses with Astranti, giving you access to study text, tuition videos, practice questions and mock exams. If this sounds of interest to you, then you can find the link down below in my pinned comment or video description. When booking your tuition, it is vital that you book your exam at the same time. It is at this point you need to decide how long you think you will need to pass this module. CIMA guidance states 10 to 12 weeks. I do, however, believe that 8 weeks is sufficient. Booking your exam and having a target date to aim for will hold you accountable, provide you an end goal, but most importantly, allow you to create your revision structure, which is what this video will run in depth to explain. For the sake of this illustration, we're going to assume that the exam will take you 8 weeks to pass from the moment you receive access to your revision material. One thing I would like to highlight is that typically a tuition provider would recommend attending 2 classes a week for 6 weeks to review material. Engage in practice questions as you progress, and then a period of 3 to 4 weeks after completing the course to do mock exams and be exam ready. My guidance in this video will be very different and an approach that I believe will allow you to progress through your exams at a more progressive rate. This revision plan can be split into 4 stages, which I will reveal sequentially throughout this video. Starting with stage 1, the initial review of the syllabus and the creation of condensed notes. An initial review and creation of condensed notes, in my opinion, is crucial for progressive momentum in your exams. In my opinion, the biggest mistake of the live courses is that they spend far too much time completing the first review of the syllabus. If you are able to review the entire syllabus at the beginning of your studies, creating condensed notes in a form of 10 to 15 pages of A4, then it is going to provide you with a great enabler for active recall and maximizing the time that you have to actively learn the material. The condensed notes will become a massive tool for you when it comes to the couple of weeks before your exam, when you're having to learn the theory, practice calculations, and attempt mock exams in a very short time frame. The more exposure you have to the full syllabus, the easier you are going to find it to learn. I recommend doing this for a couple of hours each night in order to achieve the full review of the syllabus by the end of week 1. We now move on to stage 2, which is an in-depth review of each chapter and beginning to engage yourself in practice questions. The second stage of the revision strategy is to perform an in-depth review of each chapter and begin engaging yourself in practice questions. Where there are calculations, it is imperative to begin understanding the calculations and the technique required to arrive at the correct answer. As you become knowledgeable on each chapter, it is sensible to begin adding in practice questions so that you can understand your stronger, weaker areas, helping you to create a plan on your next steps with your revision. I would aim to spend 2 to 3 hours a day over a period of 4 weeks to perform this. The aim of this is to begin understanding the syllabus, which will enable a greater level of retention. By the end of week 5, you should aim to have a full understanding of the syllabus, have significant question practice, and now feel ready to take on mock exam. That leads us on to stage 3, which is mock exams. On this channel, I often refer to passing your CIMA exams as just like learning to drive a car. If you want to learn to drive a car, then you need to practice driving that car. Passing your CIMA exams is exactly the same. If you want to pass those CIMA exams, then you need to practice questions and do mock exams to help you understand what is required in your CIMA exams. I genuinely recommend sitting 3 to 4 mock exams, but it's a case of the more the better here. At the beginning of week 5, I recommend you sit a mock exam cold turkey. This may be daunting, but will give you some great indications on your strong and weak areas. Because remember, if you want to pass your exams, you should be spending as much time, if not more, on your weaker areas. Over the period of the next 2 weeks, you should be revising at least 2 hours a day. You will need to review your condensed notes, in-depth material for areas you are struggling with, practicing questions, both theory and calculations, as well as finding time to sit your mock exams. I believe that a strong score on mock exams and a great indicator that you are exam ready is scoring 60 to 65% consistently. And last but not least, stage 4, which will be week 8, is to focus on your weak areas. At stage 4, you should be continuing to work on all elements of what was identified in stage 3. The key here is to use your feedback from your mock exams to identify your weak areas and improve them. Let's say you scored 55% in all of your mock exams. Rather than looking at the exams as a whole and wondering how you're going to score 70%, split the syllabus down into your strong and weak areas. Identify the topics you need to focus on in order to achieve the additional 15%, which will allow you to pass that exam. Use this opportunity to work with your tutor and utilize their knowledge to help you understand these areas. Remember, 15% of your exam is only 9 marks, which is more than achievable over 1 week of revision. At this stage, for the final week, I would be actively recommending the following. Actively recall the theory for the whole syllabus 1 to 2 times a day. Daily question practice, including daily calculation practice, and 1 mock exam prior to leading up to your exam. Remember, you're only a week away from your exam, so it's impossible for me to provide a target time period each day. But you're at the stage where it's a case of doing what is required for you to pass that exam. I hope you found this video useful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye.